Is this a comedy, a drama, a murder mystery? Who knows? Hey everyone, welcome to the review, and here's my review for the movie Suburbicon. Suburbicon stars Matt Damon, Julianne Moore, Noah Jule, and Oscar Isaac, and this movie is written and directed by George Clooney. It's also written by Grant Heslov and the Coen brothers. Yes, the freaking Coen brothers. That is an amazing mix-up. The guys who gave us Good Night and Good Luck in the Ides of March with the freaking Coen brothers, yes. George Clooney, I'm going to talk about George Clooney for a second. I love George Clooney. I love the Cloons. Who doesn't love that dashing bastard? He's a great actor, but he's a great filmmaker too. Like, he's made some great films. Like, his first few films, he knocked it out of the park. Like, Good Night and Good Luck is an amazing film, and The Ides of March is just so freaking good. The Monuments Men was not that great, but you know what? I still have faith that he would be an amazing filmmaker. And of course, this movie's written by the Coen brothers, so this movie just seemed amazing. And yeah, let's talk about the story of this movie. It's complicated because this movie is a lot of things. This movie is a social satire, it is a movie about race, and it's a murder mystery. I don't even know if this movie knew what it was. This movie's a mess. Yes, Suburbicon takes place in 1959, and how do I talk about this without spoiling it? It's a lot about it's a lot about this community and the dark things these people are into, and it's a lot about racism, and it's also about class, and it's also about a murder investigation that happens, and a lot of this involves Oscar Isaac, even though he's not very big in the film. And yeah, it's a bunch of sort of plot elements all mashed together to make one hour and 45-minute movie, and this movie is a mess. I wanted to love this movie. I didn't at all. This is not a good movie, unfortunately. It was all over the place. It was just all over the map, and I'm like, what the hell is this movie doing? Like, it was going this direction, then this direction, they went back to that direction, then this direction. I didn't know if this was a comedy, or a thriller, or a dramatic film. I didn't even know what I was watching half the time. It just, this movie had no idea what it was. I felt like the Coen brothers was writing a Coen brothers movie. I felt like George Clooney was writing his own movie. I felt like Grant Heslov was writing his other film. Like, I felt like this was 3 different movies into one film, and it didn't jumble together. It didn't work together. It came off very messy and convoluted, and it didn't make sense as a whole. Like, each little element to the story is not bad, but they don't mesh together. It feels like a complete mess, and I felt like I was watching all these different movies at once, and it was a mess, this film, and it was hard to watch, and just like, am I supposed to laugh at this? Is this supposed to be serious? Because when it gets like darkly comedic, it gets really serious, then like it gets really thrilling, and then it goes back to comedy. I'm just like, whoa. This is the consistency. Like, this movie needs some consistency. The tone is all over the place. Matt Damon is fine in the movie, and he gives a good performance, and he's very enjoyable to watch, but like, this movie was just all over the place. Julianne Moore was nothing special. She's having a rough year. Like, she wasn't the greatest in Kingsman, and she's not the greatest in this movie. Oscar Isaac he's the best in this movie. Oscar Isaac is the best in this film. He's barely in the damn movie, but when he's in it, it's great. His part with Matt Damon is like the best part of the film. He's awesome. And, like, there is some scenes I was laughing in this movie. I'm like, oh, that's really funny. That's really clever. That's some clever humor. But again, this movie is so wildly inconsistent, and it was almost giving me a headache because this movie was just so all over the place, and it was a jumbled mess, this film, and it's not very watchable when you watch it as a whole. Like, it does not work. This film does not work. The direction is all over the place. It is sloppy. The writing at times can be very witty and stuff, but not all these characters are fleshed out properly, and the stories aren't well structured. And again, that's all thanks to very poor direction and very poor writing. And George Clooney is really talented, and the Coen brothers know how to write good scripts, but all this together, it just didn't work. The writing didn't work, the direction didn't work, the stories didn't work. It was all over the place, and it was completely jumbled, and it didn't make sense as a whole, and I was wildly disappointed with this film. Yes, Matt Damon gives a great performance. There were some really funny scenes. I love Oscar Isaac in this film. The whole setting is really cool and interesting. This movie could have been a really deep, dark comedy, but it just couldn't pick a tone, it couldn't pick a genre, it couldn't pick a proper plot and story, and that made it very inconsistent and very unwatchable, and it's not a very good movie. And yeah, I would not recommend people to pay money to see this. It is a mess of a film, and I was disappointed. I can't really call it a good movie at all, actually, and yeah, this is one of George Clooney's weaker films. It's not as bad as Monuments Men, but it's not a good movie, and I can't recommend it. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the movie Suburbicon a 5.5 out of 10. So yeah, I wanted to like this one, but it's not a good one. So yeah, that's my review for the movie Suburbicon. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite movie directed by the man himself, Mr. George Clooney? My favorite is hands down Good Night and Good Luck. Good Night and Good Luck is the best movie he's directed. That is such a great political media, such a great political thriller, a great dramatic story about this news team taking down Senator McCarthy. Fantastic film. I'd rather be talking about that film than this film. But yeah, that is my favorite movie directed by George Clooney. What was your favorite movie directed by the man himself, George Clooney? Comment below, let me know. And as always for this video, please like, subscribe to his channel, and join the dark side.